Hello and welcome everybody to the first episode of season 2. I am one of your co-hosts, Joe, as you all know, and I'm joined by Josh down below on the stream, who sometimes wears a wig whilst he goes to the toilet. I don't know, that's just what people say. I don't know.
Wait, what?
And I'm also joined by Chef, and some say that when he gets very hot on the
How's it
treadmill,
going?
he mainly sweats from his anus. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how.
That is kind of true.
How's everyone's week been in that? You know, we'll get that out of the way, then we'll go into the new thing for season 2, yeah, that we're going to reveal.
Well, I tell you what, mate. I mean, I don't know about you, and I don't know about everybody else in Twitch, but I have been eager and waiting to come back to season 2. It felt weird having last weekend of doing nothing with regards to the podcast, to the point where it actually didn't even feel like a week. It felt more like 2-3 weeks for me. I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but I missed doing this. This feels like a normal Sunday. Well, today's Saturday, obviously, because it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and we're all spending day with mothers and whatever.
Yeah.
But it feels good to be back live, talking to you boys and talking to the chat again.
It does.
Yeah.
And we do have some familiar
so
faces back in chat. Also, we've got Sid and Kitsune in chat. So, guys, thanks for stopping in for season 2. But obviously,
Welcome.
At the end of season 1, guys, you did know that we were going to stop History Corner, and we've brought something special for you guys for season 2 now. And this is going to be every episode, like we did with History Corner. It's going to be every episode, but on season 2, we're going to do a conundrum and riddle sort of game for you guys. So basically,
what's a conundrum?
So basically, I'm going to say a conundrum, and all a conundrum is, it's going to be a word that is scrabbled. When you unscrabble it, it's going to make another word, and I'm going to give a clue to that conundrum, and then the riddle is obviously a riddle. And basically, Josh, I think you described it better on what people are going to get after they get it right, so
yeah,
I'll let you do that.
We've been having a quick chat, and obviously we don't want to just do conundrums and riddles and then have you guys not benefit from it or not take part. So to kind of get people to take part and to enjoy it and to think about it, we're thinking of doing like a giveaway at the end of season 2, and the giveaway will be based upon who wins. So, for example, if you're a business owner, it'll be a shout out for your business or an arts page. For example, if you're a Twitch streamer and you want your Twitch being mentioned, it could be that. If you don't do any of that crap or any of that stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm just a watcher, then we might offer something like you can choose our outfits for season 3's episode 1, depending on what you suggest. So it really depends.
Twitch friendly.
It really depends on who wins, and essentially, like, we could even, for example, if we get to affiliate, and obviously we need your guys' help for getting to affiliate, whoever wins the conundrums and riddles tally chart after the end of season 2 could get a free subscription from us. So then you don't have to watch adverts, and you can enjoy every podcast with no interruptions, and or even be a special guest if you wanted to be a special guest. So the reward for taking part in our conundrums and taking part in our riddles and winning will be purely down to who it is that actually wins.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I've got to say based on the conundrums and the riddles. But so for this week, for example, the person that is going to be giving the conundrums and the riddles is Joe himself. So I will pass you back over to Joe, and he can do an intro to the conundrum. And best of luck to everyone who wants to take part, I guess.
So just before we start, I will be saying the conundrum and riddle twice over for you to hear, and I'm also going to type it in the Twitch chat, so you can go read it, and obviously keep it there so you can keep reading it. I don't want anyone to shout answers in the chat until the end of the podcast, when we do like 5 minutes of you guys saying the answer, then we reveal it, and then we'll obviously, in our own personal Discord, we'll have a tally of who wins. So without further ado, on the very first episode of season 2, on the first conundrum riddle round, right, and your tonight's conundrum is Lick Pits. That's Lick Pits. That's Lick Pits. And the clue for the conundrum is get this round your mouth. So that's lick pits, get this round your mouth. And that scrambles into another word that we are trying to find. And the riddle for today is what gets wetter the more it dries. So quite an easy one. So what gets wetter the more it dries. I'll type that into chat so you guys can
Interesting.
Read it.
Do you have any idea, Chef, on what it could be without giving the answers? The conundrum, I've not a clue.
Conundrum is kind of like interesting, but I mean the riddle's very easy. So
yeah.
Is it now?
I think I've got the riddle. The conundrum would have to be thought about for lick pits around your mouth.
Yeah.
But no, I think that riddle was the first one I ever learnt back when I was 6 or 7 and thought I was fucking super smart.
Yeah, they might get a bit harder as the podcast goes on. You know, as the season goes on.
Absolutely. So everyone that wants to take part, by all means, start thinking of what that conundrum could be, and around 50 minutes in, we'll reveal said answers, or we'll get everyone to guess, and then we will make a note and a chart as to who's got the most, and at the end of season 2, winner can have a prize. But anyways, swiftly moving on from the conundrum and the riddles, because that's all you're getting for the intro.
Yes.
Is anyone doing anything for Mother's Day tomorrow?
I am probably sleeping, looking after Chewy, and giving my mum a card and a present that I have bought. That's about it. And packing for cooked meat holiday, as we all know.
Cooked meat holiday.
Sleeping and gaming. I love that answer, Kit. Soon. I wish I was doing that, but no, I got to pack for an holiday.
Yeah.
There's worse things to be doing.
Just so everyone knows, the riddle and the conundrum is in chat now, so you can go back and read it.
What about you, Chef? What are you doing for Mother's Day, mate?
Well, I am working tomorrow. 8 o'clock
Christ.
till 4. So
that sounds fun.
Right.
And then in the evening, I am going out for dinner with Kristen to celebrate Mother's Day with Kristen's mother, because my mum is currently out in Mexico on a honeymoon.
Ooh.
So
that lucky duck.
La da 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 da.
Wait, what?
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Or is it the shop at Morrison's?
Right.
There's a story behind that.
Just for background, Chef. Every Friday, me and Joe used to go to a pub quiz in our local town, and one of the questions was, and me, Joe, and Sid went, and we underperformed. Let's say we didn't win.
No, we did all right, but yeah, we didn't win.
One of the questions were in TV itself. There is one advert that is sung to the Mexican theme tune,
the Mexican hat song or whatever it's called, wasn't it?
Mexican hat song, yeah. And it was what advert is it? And obviously we had to guess, and Joe was like, "Oh, the only song I know is," and I was like, "Fucking hell!" It took us ages. We eventually guessed it. It's the More Reasons to Shop at Morrison's.
It was when that answer came out. I think we're the only team that got it right, weren't we?
We were the only ones that celebrated said answer. And so from now on, whenever I hear the Morrison's theme tune song, which is a lot more, by the way, I hear it on the radios as well, it always reminds me of going back to that quiz. It's just we guessed this.
Morrison's to shop at Morrison's.
Also, we had a first-time chat, Frankie in chat. Welcome to the stream, Frankie.
Yeah,
and you put a little picture of, is it Pikachu? I can see.
It is indeed. We also have a Pikachu of our own.
We do.
I would advise going to look at our TikToks for said clip. But we do have Pikachu in our chat.
In the podcast.
Very top for Instagram. But yeah, right. So you're working Mother's Day. So you're not seeing your own mum now.
Nope, she is in Mexico.
Well,
yeah.
What are you doing for Mother's Day, Josh?
I'll probably text her.
What am I doing for
Oh, yeah,
Mother's
you
Day?
said you were packing, weren't you?
Yeah, I need to get her a card.
I mean, late evening.
I'm not writing your name in my card this time. We're not getting away with that. That's
Nah, come
cheating.
on.
That's cheating.
Come on, man. Come
No.
on.
It's cheating.
Me and Chorizo
That's
have
cheating.
written that card.
I've treated my mum to a Mother's Day out today. We went to Rand Farm. We went to a farm.
Oh, did you?
That's what I did, and I took mum along with me. So that's if she's watching and she's listening. Happy Mother's Day.
My only experience with my only experience with farm animals is when a horse tried to eat my hat.
Yes, I remember that. Wow, where was we
yes.
actually? Was we in Spain or Portugal?
I think it was Spain, or no, it might have been. I can't remember, but it was on holiday, right? And we went to like this old Wild West like show, wasn't it? There was a town there, but obviously they turned the town into like a show, and there were like fake gunfights and stuff.
It was
and
called Sioux City.
Sioux City, get down in Sioux City, and it was like we were just exploring around, and I found this random horse just in an alleyway, like obviously in like a stable thing, and obviously I was a kid, and I was like, oh, let's go get a photo. So I stood next to this horse, and obviously I had my cowboy hat on because I bought one. Well, I didn't buy one. I didn't have any money, but I had one. Yep. And the horse just started eating, trying to steal my hat off me. Started munching on it.
He did. That actually.
Little bastard.
Joe stood a little too close, and then there was like, "Oh, Josh, for safety, you're gonna have to stand like COVID 6 feet away." So I had to lean over and pet this horse because for safety. But I did actually go to the farm today, and I'm not gonna lie. Excuse the shite haircut. I also have had said hat chewed today.
Wonder who that was by.
I mean, the haircut is not as bad as our guest from season 1.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
For those in chat that are new here, if you didn't obviously see season 1, the very last episode, go back on the YouTube channel, which is in our it's on our Twitch page. You can go on the YouTube link and watch the last episode. Nick's hairline was questionable, we'll say. I'll leave it there. But,
poor kid went from Ragnarok, or whatever he's called, Lord Ragnar, to the fucking kid in the boy in striped pajamas.
Jesus Christ.
I thought you were going to say Green Street, but okay, we'll go with that, Phil. Straight to skinhead.
Yeah, it was a questionable do, we'll say.
Speaking of questionable, and
looking like an average neo-Nazi, fucking.
Yeah, no, he was.
If there's one person I can bring back,
Margaret Thatcher. But speaking of bringing back and being like questionable and crying and all that, so that game that we play, Star Wars, right? So for anyone that listens, we play a mobile game. We play a mobile game called Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I recommend anyone that likes Star Wars to play it. Did anyone see, and I'm hoping you did because he joined our guild, that dude who got his account hacked?
Yeah.
It was like a 5 point summon mill player, which is like insane. You know, it's like Ray Shadow Legends. I'm not paying for the bills.
Those fucking adverts, man. I'm first in line because I've got 10 million power score. It's like
Ray Shadow Legends.
Those fucking shit adverts. Where do they find those people?
Mark said it's level 13, and I built the Black Knight.
And then some guy comes in who's like a beast at the game. He's like, "Well, I've got 200 fucking level 100 spearmen or something." It's like, who gives a fuck? Where do they find those people to act?
No, I have seen those adverts. Yeah, I have seen those adverts.
It's like the slot machines as well. It's like,
they are mainly on TikTok. They are mainly on TikTok. Those adverts, though, on like Instagram.
You know what? Now that we've mentioned it, all our phones are going to be tracking what we're saying. You're just going to see Raid Shadow Legends.
Especially Facebook. They track everything.
I don't even use that shit anymore. Like, what? Does anyone actually use Facebook?
What, FaceTube?
No. Yeah, Facebook.
I actually had
only for Messenger. That's about it.
I had a text from Mum the other day. She's like, "Hey, how are you doing? You haven't spoken to us for a while." I was like, "Well, you're on holiday. I'm not going to text you you're in Mexico. It's going to cost me fucking money."
Yeah,
she was like, "Have you seen our new honeymoon like fucking photos? You know, we had a professional photographer." I was like, no. She's like, "They're on Facebook." She's like, I was like, "Okay, let me have a look." I looked at it. I was like, "Yeah, they look good." So I don't look at Facebook.
They look good. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, you know what? Actually, speaking of Facebook, what the fuck was right? Because I actually went on it, right, and I had a notification, and it was from Chef. And Josh, you might have got the same notification.
Chef mentioned you in a comment from 5 years ago, and all
And
it
it
was
was-
just
it was
added
like-
your name.
Yeah, and it was like back in 2019, and all it said it was
It's
Joe
like
Tennyson, Josh
2020,
Tennyson,
yeah.
and was like,
What's
what?
going on?
And he's like, Evan and Chef
I
were
don't know.
I don't remember typing this, to be honest. Just like, what the fuck are you
It's
tagging us in?
It's probably just one of the ones where you tag someone in a post, but then that post gets deleted. You know when you
Mhm.
like share a post and you can like tag people? It's probably one of those, and that post probably ended up getting deleted. It's probably something like completely like fucked up. Like,
It was
you, like,
at Joe, at Josh, we're like, yeah, what?
yeah, well,
Oh, I don't know.
But it was how it
Oh, right,
pinged
okay.
us like 4 or 5 years later. It's just dead
Mentioned you in
hard.
a comment, have you?
That was weird, man. Facebook's fucking strange.
Facebook's dying,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
but,
You only,
like, the only reason why I have Facebook is because I mainly have like family members on there mainly.
So,
Like apart from that, like I've only got a few close friends. That's about it on there.
just to answer
Mainly
you,
family.
Poddog on Instagram, mate. We are doing it Saturday this week, not Sunday, due to it being Mother's Day tomorrow. And as we was
Everyone's
going to
busy.
say, we've all got plans with our mothers. It turns out none of us are doing anything, but we are packing for a holiday. So
Yeah.
it is unfortunately today and not tomorrow. And actually, whilst we're on that subject, next week's podcast is going to be on the Friday night. Now, the
Friday
reason
night.
it is, yeah. So the
Okay.
reason we're doing Friday night is because we are going to have, and completely fuck things over, we're going to have a special guest on episode 2.
Yeah.
And
It's going to be a mini
we're
episode.
we're gonna count this as a season 2. I thought we were just gonna count this as the Centre Park special
Well,
as like its own.
Well, if
off
that's
the
the case,
road
no, because
podcast.
then we'd have to do one on Sunday, and not
Yeah.
everyone is available Sunday.
yeah.
So we're going to do
Yeah.
episode 1.5/2 next Friday with a special guest, which isn't the actual special guest for season 2. We're still going to have one at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But the reason we're doing it on Friday is because obviously we're on holiday, and we're going to do one where we are all together on the same camera, same setup. So it's not going to be set up like this, where you've got Chef above me and Joe above me. It's going to be we are all in the same room.
Mhm.
And we're going to do a Centre Park special with a guest we have mentioned many a times and name dropped him, even though we said we wouldn't. So yeah, so that is the plan for these next 2 weeks. And unfortunately, they just don't fall on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But episode 3 will be back on a Sunday, and from 3 onwards, it'll be back to Sundays every single week, 7:30 UK time, whatever the fuck that is in America, 2:30. I don't know. We don't have any Americans watching anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Fuck the
so
Yanks.
that's how it's going to be for the next, at least this week and next week. So stay tuned for Friday.
Jumbled up.
Yeah, it might be a drunk one Friday.
Maybe.
It might go.
We'll have
horribly,
we'll have a drink.
it
We
might
will
go
obviously-
horribly wrong. Who knows? Might go horribly
Darren ain't
wrong.
gonna, Darren ain't gonna smash any shelves, is he?
Darren will probably be headbutting walls somewhere. But we'll film it for your entertainment.
Chef will be DIYing in the morning again,
Yeah.
fixing shit.
We will film Darren headbutting walls for your entertainment.
I mean, I don't have to fix it because I'm not paying for it. So
We all are. We are all paying for it.
yeah, but I'm not the person who's on the bill. Name's
That
on the
is
bill
true.
and the receipt.
Yeah. Sid,
Wait,
you
in
fucked.
it, no, in it. Oh, it is Sid, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's it. So if we fucking have it up, it just goes back to Sid.
Just letting you guys know I might have to leave early. He's waiting for a call about Nathan's eye. No worries, Kitsune, that's fine.
I've heard Sid ain't even going to Centre Parks. That's all I'm saying.
Or, you know, I've heard
she
that she's
booked
not.
it?
I was going to say I've heard she's not even booked it yet. We'll leave Monday. You know,
Yeah.
so
Actually, do you know
I mean,
what? right?
technically, we originally made this like Centre Park trick for like all our birthdays and that, what didn't we? Like,
Yeah.
because all our birthdays are like in the same month around the same time. So
We're all within a month of each other.
yeah.
yeah, so that's the reason why we did it
Mhm.
originally.
Yeah.
And obviously,
So,
it is Sid's birthday whilst we're out there. So
Yes.
Why'd you say it like that, Chef?
I don't know, I might have something planned.
She
Yeah, I
will
went
be
to-
celebrating from home whilst we all FaceTime at Centre Parks and laugh. No. So I think.
So
like,
we actually are we gonna do like a birthday party for Sid in the house?
Nah, we fuck.
Like cards, presents.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
Cake.
I'll get her some. I've got her some shit, and I know her family have said to take stuff up for her, and
Cool.
for me to keep hold so she doesn't open them early. So I have to remember
Fair
when
enough.
her birthday is, and then when I remember what day it is, we will do that. Probably when we wake
Fair
up and she
enough.
goes, "Where's my shit?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's today."
Just
Then
whilst
we
we've
did
got a
it.
minute, guys, because we've had a couple new viewers join, I am going to read out the conundrum and the riddle again.
Mm.
So for any new viewers that joined after I said it, we do a conundrum and a riddle every episode on season 2 now, minus probably the Centre Parks one.
Yeah.
But we probably will do one still. But your conundrum is lick pits, get this round your mouth. That's lick pits, get this round your mouth. And the riddle is what gets wetter the more it dries. And I don't want your answers just yet. We want your answers at the end of the podcast when we say. And like Josh said at the start of the podcast, at the end of season 2, so a couple months away from now, the winner will get a special prize of some sort.
There will be a reward depending on who wins and what they're after, whether it be a shout out or
good.
a feature on the podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, lick pits, get this round your mouth.
Lick pits. So we are
You
looking
gotta
for a
read through
certain.
I mean, Cookie Bears or Kristen in chat has actually said that Sid's birthday is actually on the
I
Wednesday.
know when it is. I'm just pulling your leg. This Wednesday coming, yeah.
This one's.
I mean-
Wait, it's Sid's birthday when we're out
Yeah.
Is it? Oh.
there. Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Shit.
You wouldn't know because she hasn't mentioned it or anything.
Oh. Anyways, guys.
Apparently going to Longleat on that day, and apparently Longleat Safari Park is closed. So like
That's a shame.
we're still gonna go.
Anyways, guys, on a change of subject,
Mm-hmm.
I've obviously, like I did for all of season 1, I researched shit. So just random crap to talk about.
Yeah.
And I found that, you know, like how a lot of season 1 was, some say it was slating the gays. I mean, I thought it was just questionable.
It was including them.
Including them. That's what I'd say it was. But you know, people might
include everyone nowadays.
apparently. But you know,
people.
Even Wales are now doing it. So there was a research that says humpback whales were finally photographed having sex, and both were male.
Right.
Off the
LGBTQ
Hawaiian coast.
It was already common in normal other animals anyway. Like
But this is
and like
because a whale's penis has got to be massive, hasn't it?
I mean,
Like how does that even work?
if you're that curious, Google it.
Google it.
Look at the picture, mate.
Google it. I do not have the photo because I closed down the Google tab, so I don't have any more. But
I feel like it would be that scene in Brothers Grimsby where they're inside the elephant getting absolutely fucking punched up.
No, absolute kebab.
That whole
Jesus
film is
Christ.
questionable.
But yeah.
You're gonna have to finish it off.
2 whale males.
Sat there just.
It's when he pulls out and he goes,
I decided Sacha Baron Cohen doing it, but Mark Armstrong is probably like, what the fuck have I got myself into?
Nah, mate, the worst part is when he pops his head out and he's clearly showing his head out and he goes, shit, it's an elephant bukkake party. And they're all just in a long queue waiting.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck's sake.
God damn it.
What a fucking film.
But yeah, how does 2 whale diagram time with Joe? Penis, vagina. That works.
Yeah.
Penis.
Touch tips. So you know how like women scissor?
Whale penis. Whale penis.
I mean, you could just shove it in the blowhole.
How does that even work? Like, it just doesn't. You know what I mean?
Forms like a bubble.
How do you know they both consented though?
Well, it doesn't say.
Could be rape. Could be rape.
The article does not say that.
Could be gay rape.
Justice for whale
Gay.
1.
Gay whale rape.
If Joe keeps up with these diagrams, he's going to need a whiteboard. I might get a whiteboard for the next episode.
We should actually get a whiteboard and start doing like story time with Joe.
What?
And he just sits there and just starts drawing like diagrams.
Everyone knows the name of the guy, and it's like all the pictures on the whiteboard. It's like, This is how this.
I explain things in like a really erratic matter.
That'd be fucking brilliant.
Season
That
3
would be
idea. That's a
brilliant.
season 3 idea right there.
That's
Yeah,
a
I could,
season
is-
3 idea right there.
I could get
Story time with Joe.
yeah
Story
Just
time with Joe.
10 minutes of me describing a diagram that I've drawn on something that's
What?
absolutely stupid.
See,
That,
right,
that could
so
be a thing.
just to let you guys know, for everyone that's in Twitch and isn't in Instagram, Pogdog was actually on the Instagram. He's dipping out, but he's answered the riddle and the conundrum, and he has answered them both correct.
Ooh,
So
congratulations,
nice
Pug
one.
Dog.
we will mark a point on for him because he's having to leave early, which is a bit of a shame, but we wish you well, mate. And congratulations, by the way, on your new child. For anyone that didn't know, Pogdog had a baby girl the other day. Healthy, both the daughter and the mum are doing great, and he's fucking
Let's
living
go,
it up.
Pog Dog.
He's living it up, getting months off of work. By the way, when I got 2 weeks for mine,
Congrats.
No,
not bad.
I'm about to buy a kid to get some time off work.
Buy a kid.
Buy a kid.
I can imagine.
Well, I
Joe being
haven't got a
honest.
girlfriend, so my only option is to buy one.
Joe,
Just like a little
Joe's
Chinese
gonna go
baby
for
or
some,
something.
like Trod Chafrica in the corner, but like, can I please have a child?
I can imagine
I'll
Joe
go to
being one of
Africa and be
those-
like, "You want food? Come with me. Come on."
I could imagine Joe being one of those guys that goes to the park with his kid and just starts chatting to the other parents and goes, "Which one's your kid?" And they go, "Oh, it's this one. Which one's yours?" And Joe replies, "I haven't decided yet.
I'm decided yet.
I haven't decided yet."
No.
Just for the record, I am not a pedo.
Police, please.
FBI, open up! Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Nah, I've got my own child, and it's in form of a brown sausage.
Have you now?
She currently is sat on my chair with me, and you can kind of. There she is. Just- she's asleep. But
Excellent.
Teresa
the
has made an
mascot is-
appearance for the first episode
I
of
was gonna
season
say,
2.
the mascot has come back for season 2, which is great. You haven't sold her.
Yeah.
Yeah, close to,
Mascot is
close on the
the-
border.
It's on the board.
She'll grow out of it, and then she'll hit adolescence, and then it'll start all over again.
Yeah,
No, right. You should see her. She started now, right? She started to bark at things and kick her back legs. It's fucking hilarious to see.
yeah. If you don't play fetch with her or anything like, or do whatever she wants to do, she'll look at you like with deaf eyes, bark at you, and then like kick her back, kick it. You're like, what are you doing? Like, she's a retard, honestly, like full on retard.
Oh my god.
It's all you hear is
Kiss.
and then flick her
The
back
little
leg.
scrape on the couch, like, what are you doing?
It's crazy to think the day that I end up meeting Chorizo. Just
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Just don't fry her. Don't put her in a hot dog bun.
just look at it.
chef,
I'm gonna
you,
cook you.
you would have done if you didn't bail on New Year.
Yeah, that is true. That is
That was
true.
very
Saying,
true.
Chef,
That is very
chef
true.
did bail on New Year's Eve.
I
Everybody.
did have
Was
to
a
pay.
bit
I
of
had
a
to pay for
letdown.
Centre Parks. I had to pay for Centre Parks. Okay,
That was a
that
bit of a
priority.
that was a bit of a letdown move from our supposedly best friend.
Yeah,
But,
fake
whatever.
friend. Fake
Supposedly
friend.
best friend.
Supposedly.
Josh,
Wow.
we could do this
Demoted to
podcast just us two.
supposedly. No, we couldn't.
Right, right.
Fucking well out.
The winner of season 2 on the Riddle and Conundrum game takes chef's spot.
Whoever wins gets to do an episode of the podcast replacing one of us. Your choice.
But you've got to come to the
I
New Year
mean,
pie.
I mean, in the future, there could be actually a possible thing that we need people to actually sit in and actually
Mm,
for the podcast for an episode or two.
yeah, chewy.
But we are talking like realistically like a year or two away for that easy. But Eventually-
We don't. It all depends on obviously your guys' work. Obviously,
Mm.
both in the RAF. You might get
We-
deployed.
that
I
is
mean,
also
I am getting deployed.
shit.
Oh, you getting deployed?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
You getting fisted?
Oh yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Is that this year?
That is this year in June.
Shit.
Oh god.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So if anyone wants to apply for the Cook Meat podcast, we are looking for people for June, apparently.
End of June, all of July, and the beginning of August.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
If anyone wants a permanent spot on the
How
podcast,
long are you going away for?
Oh, fucking 6 weeks, mate. Shit.
6 weeks?
Yeah.
Fuck's
6
sake.
episodes of the podcast without Joe. Fucking hell.
I know the perfect replacement. It is South African Dave.
Oh,
Ooh.
that would be a good replacement, but I think we'd have to teach him how to use Discord.
And not roll his R's.
I miss Dave.
I miss Dave.
I wish he actually did come on and actually game a lot with
Yes.
us. Because there's some games where he could join in and we
I'm
could
still
actually have a
waiting for-
blast.
I'm still
Dave,
waiting
if
for
by
it to
any chance you're in the chat, come join us
Oh my
after.
god, he's actually just joined Instagram.
No,
Ain't
no.
way.
No,
Dave,
we were just
Dave.
talking about Dave and he's just joined Instagram.
We
What?
talk-
Who else can we summon?
Who else can we summon? Where's
Speak
Darren?
his
Where's
name,
Darren?
the devil will appear.
I'm still waiting for him to download 7 Days to Die to play with us that game we don't play anymore.
Yeah, true. I mean, when we get back off holiday, we're going to be playing Classic Collection, aren't we? Up
Oh
front.
yes.
Classic
yes.
Collection. Who's excited for that?
That has been released. I'm really excited for that.
I am, don't get me wrong, but I'm still 60 hours deep of Act 2 of Baldur's Gate. I ain't even got Act 3 yet.
Maybe,
I still think we need to restart and do Act 1 again though. Yeah.
No, so I was thinking, like, if we are going to do a restart and we are going to do the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring characters, should we stream it on Twitch for the Cook Me podcast viewers?
That would be great. Do you know? But it
Because
depends
the
on who
banter we
actually
could
watches.
have, yeah, that all depends. It's throwing the idea out there. We could stream it on the Cook Me podcast page, but
Ooh.
one of us stream it. Because obviously you don't need everyone to stream their POVs because obviously you see the characters anyway.
Yeah,
But we could do a Lord of the Rings playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
We all have to make a character accurately.
Oh, and you know what we
of the
should
Lord of the Rings
do?
characters.
If we did do that, we get Twitch chat to make our decisions in
Make the
game.
decisions on what we do.
Oh,
Yes.
that would be
what
fun.
would the chat feel to that if we did a playthrough of Baldur's
They
Gate
control
3?
the game for us.
Because in the game you gotta like every choice you make kind of changes the game. So like whatever you guys said we'd do. Like if you wanted us to
that
go
would be-
attack some random poor child, we'd do that
Yeah, we'll do that.
mercilessly.
If you want us to murder an entire village, then
Speaking of which, if we was to do the Lord of the Rings playthrough, we would have to do the Fellowship units only.
oh yeah, you would have to be Fellowship. And there's
Sid,
four-
no
should have
girls in the
four.
Fellowship.
I have already dibsed Legolas, by the way. I've already dibsed Legolas.
Okay.
I know full well, and I'll bet my life on it, Joe would pick Boromir. I know Joe would pick Boromir.
Okay.
And
Dave is in the Twitch chat. Dave, what is up?
and Sid insisted on playing female Legolas,
No.
and I said that doesn't exist.
No.
So then we compromised on Aragorn because he's fit.
Fair enough. I mean,
So
we
Sid
could get
would
Sid
have
in. She is a moderator for the.
So Sid would
Podcast.
have to, Sid would pick Aragorn, which then, Chef, essentially leaves you with Gimli,
Gimli or Gandalf.
Gandalf, or the Four Hobbits.
Oh.
Put around as Pippin.
We could
See,
all be
don't get me
hobbits.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like the hobbits would be funny, but like, come on, Gandalf or Gimli.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, it's like a no-brainer. I'd
Mhm.
probably say, out of the two characters, I like Gimli more than Gandalf.
I mean,
Really?
to make it more
Yeah.
interesting, I think we should all put the Fellowship names in a wheel and we spin. See
Or
who we
just
get.
given what we
See
get.
who we get. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You,
that's
you
the-
could
that's the
get
fairest way,
you could
isn't
get the Hobbit and be the Hobbit.
I mean, we could.
That is
you
the
could cut.
fairest
You
way.
could kind of cut out the hobbits if you wanted to, though.
No, we're gonna keep them
I
in.
mean, realistically, there's how many of us? There's us three.
Uh-huh.
Sid would cry if she
Sid.
don't get involved.
Yeah,
So
true.
she
So,
would have to play. And Bobby Dazzler.
Aaron.
Yeah. So there would be 5 of us. Now I would say that's the main 4. That'd be Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Gandalf. And then your 5th,
Yeah.
I would probably say Boromir out of all the
Yeah.
hobbits. But depending on what everyone decided, but they would be my 5.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, a wheel would be a good way to decide it.
Mm.
Do one wheel of our names and one wheel of like Lord of the Rings names, and just spin whoever lands, and then whoever lands on that.
It's definitely something that we can plan for the future. This idea.
Yeah,
Right.
it could be a good idea.
Absolutely.
I reckon in a
if we
couple,
want to get
couple
our,
of
like,
weeks.
if we want to get our like hourly viewership up and stuff like that to obviously help us get affiliate, it's probably a good idea to do something like this because we can
Yeah,
do it during the week,
absolutely.
like in the evening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chef, are you playing with a
with
makeup brush? No, I am playing with a pen because it's just in my head.
Yeah.
I was writing
Yeah,
cards. Okay, I was writing cards.
Mother's
I'm
Day.
not
by
saying
any
what kind
chance?
of cards. No. I haven't actually got my Mother's Day card because what's the point? She won't receive it until she gets back on Monday.
So I'll text her and tell her that.
And I won't.
All right.
No, just don't care.
I'll
No
text her
worries,
and tell her that,
kids,
Chef. Don't worry.
Thank you for stopping by for the first episode of season 2. Doesn't matter if it was only for 40 minutes. Any viewership for us is always appreciated. So have a good evening, and we will hopefully see you next week.
All right. Yeah. Send me the answers on Instagram, and we'll see if you get it right.
And for you, Dave, because you also wasn't here. Again, I feel like we keep repeating this, but it's because we have to keep.
I mean, we'll have to.
So, season 1 is obviously finished. We're no longer doing Chef's History Corner. What we are now doing is conundrums and riddles. You basically have to. We read a conundrum and a riddle at the beginning of the episode, and at the end, everyone has to answer what they think it was. And we're doing a point system, and the winner after season 2 will get a reward based on who it is and kind of what they want. So, your conundrum for this week, mate. A conundrum basically is a jumbled up word that will then say another word, and you have to unscramble it to find out what the word is we're after. So your word was it lick pits?
Yeah.
Guys, lick pits. Yeah, so lick
There's
pits.
the one with the.
I've put it back in chat, so you can read it.
Lick pits, and your clue is get this around your mouth. If you can figure out what the clue is to the word, so unscramble lick pits and find a word. If you can guess that right, you'll get a point. And obviously, at the end of this season, it is out of 15 points. What we're gonna do, boys, if we get a tie? By the way, we haven't decided.
It'll be a conundrum, and the first one to get it wins.
It'll be a 1v1 on Rust on MW2.
Yeah. No scope.
Quick scope.
Quick scope and
no scope,
360s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they settled it in the good old days.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Who can survive the COD 4 lobby the longest?
Not even getting into the game, just the abuse beforehand. Who has the toughest skin? But yeah. Oh, fuck me. Right, well, anyways.
I do have another story that's happened to me this week, though. Well, that actually happened to me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, you came around to mine, didn't you? And I said I was going to go online and drink and stuff. Well, I ended up getting pretty drunk, right? And it was it was about maybe 1:30 in the morning, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And my Ring doorbell goes off. And I'm like, who the fuck is knocking on my door at 1:30 in the morning? The neighbour, right? Because I had my window open and there was some autistic screaming going. There might have been some autistic. It was mainly Chewy. You know what I mean? It was mainly the dog. But I'll take a bit of the blame. But it was like, you just keep it down a bit. I'm just trying to sleep. I was like, shit. Realizing the whole street's probably been hearing me going, like screaming down the mic at like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, the neighbour.
I've not happened a million times beforehand.
Yeah, the neighbour told me off last night.
I just want to point out, by the way, Joe is in a semi-detached house. He only has one neighbour. And that person isn't even in. So
yeah, so the neighbour, the neighbour across the street, I think that was him. I don't really know.
That's fucking so bad.
Yeah, but I mean that cunt was sleeping with his window open, so I was like, well,
obviously it's a fair game then, isn't it?
It is fair game, you know what I mean?
Who's sleeping with the window open this time of year?
Me.
Fair enough. I mean, I do as well.
It's pretty hot and moist. Like
I leave my heating on full whack and the window's open.
Yeah, because that works.
No, it does because I don't pay for it. So
true. Yeah, it's not your bill, is it?
Fair game, isn't it?
It is not your bill.
I leave my heating on 20 all the time. and I have my little roof windows. I've got one in my bathroom, and I've got one out on my landing. I leave them open all the time. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
A nice little draft through the house. With
Nice.
my radiator on full whack. So one side of my room's really fucking warm. One side of my room's really nice and cold. It's perfect.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys seen that? Moving on. Have you
Well-
guys seen that Donald Trump is #1 favorite to be the Republican Party
No.
leader?
I hope he gets it, just because it's funny, isn't it?
It's
just
funny
so
as fuck, man.
funny.
Have you
Like,
seen the shit he's come out about about Biden?
I've not,
He
but
literally like
I
laid
can imagine
into
what
him,
it is.
like,
I can imagine what it is.
Full on laid into him. It's like the guy's delusional. He's absolutely. He's like he's an old man. He just doesn't know anything. He's just like. I literally just.
Well,
like,
he doesn't know.
rips
He's
into
right.
Biden.
He is right. Like he doesn't
is right.
actually know
Biden,
anything.
Biden, as I said, Biden is a dementia patient. Like
Yeah.
you look at him, he just.
Oh, I'm focused.
I was focused. Honestly, I mean, me and my uncle send each
The
other
man
Biden
literally
memes.
sniffs young girls' hair.
I know it is. The guy's delusional.
Good old Sleepy Joe.
Oh, Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
All Joes are a bit weird, aren't they? Let's be real.
Oh, wow.
Look at him.
I mean, what was it? Joe's nickname at school was apparently Space Raider. Was what Darren told
It
me.
was indeed Space Raider because I have a weird shaped head.
I mean, you did take a really weird picture the other day and put it in the group chat, and Kristen was sat next to me, and she turned and goes, "Why does Joe look like a blobfish?" And I'm just like, "What?"
I've not even met.
This is how brutal my girlfriend is.
I'm
by the way.
not even met Kristen, and I'm getting rinsed. Like, what's going on here?
It's Joe real hair.
Is that your real hair?
Who said that?
Right, me and Chris are gonna be having words at fucking Santa Park, you know.
Right, that's it. You ain't going.
Yeah, it goes out of us.
You ain't going. Santa Park.
Kristen ain't going.
You can stay at home with Sid.
Yeah, you and Sid can stay at house. Boys
Right,
only.
actually, going back to that, by the way, has anyone actually heard about this like 100-day cough that's going around? Is what it's being called as.
Oh, weeping cough.
Yeah, so I don't actually know what it's called or how long it lasts, but it's being nicknamed the 100-day cough, and it pretty much just stays with you for fucking ages.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like it's the adult version of weeping cough. What kids can get,
I actually
actually
think
have a
that's what
vaccine.
Sid might have
possibly.
potentially.
Is
yeah.
it like life threatening? Is it?
I don't think so.
It is life-threatening to children.
Nah,
I think
Weeping
it is,
cough
yeah.
is.
only
She
kids
acts like
don't.
one, so
Josh,
if you watch Sid, I apologise.
Josh. What's next, Josh? You're gonna buy her like a kid's birthday card with like the age number 9 on
It's
it.
alright,
This is your mental age.
we'll get her some armbands for the pool at Santa Park. Don't worry.
I'm actually going to get her a card that says 3. You're 3 today. Just draw like a 2 in front of it.
What, 32?
Hey, what?
How bad your maths?
3? You draw a 2 in
Yeah.
front of it.
Yeah.
It's 23. That's what it says,
Oh,
it's not
sorry.
23.
I thought you said no. I meant in front of it, as in like in front of the
Yeah.
3. So like, sorry.
I'm not saying
Sorry.
a real age, but I'm just saying that's what I'm going to do.
Right,
but with
right.
the
Oh,
actual numbers.
okay.
I was thinking of 3, then in front of it would have been that side,
Confused.
32, and I thought, all right, well,
No.
fuck it. Sid, you're 32.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow.
This is gonna be a laugh.
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, it's Sleepy Joe. Honestly, all Joes are fucking stupid.
So, obviously, we're doing this thing in Centre Parks this year. Are we gonna make this a yearly thing now? Like once a year, we all go on holiday.
We still need to go Texas.
We
I
do.
did.
We do.
Okay, I did mention it. I was speaking with Darren the other night whilst we're playing League of Legends because that's what me and Darren have been doing all week, playing League of Legends late at night. And I said to him like, "Next time you're gonna bring Steph," and he's like, "Yeah, I'll bring Steph next time." So it'd be nice, like, if we can add more people, like
we
partners.
could class it as a business expense to the podcast, and basically we just have a fucking bender, don't we, for a week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all
Mm.
take
Yeah,
our partners. We all take all
Yeah.
of us, including moderators and whatnot. We all just go and have a fucking bender and just call it business expense.
I'll bring Chewy.
Yeah, you
What,
bring
wreck
Chewie.
that, wreck
I'll-
the house.
Yeah.
I'll bring Kristen. Sid can bring Chef, and fucking Steph can bring Bobby.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Wrong
Someone
way
ain't
around.
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's a thing
You know
we
what I
could
mean?
do because I could easily probably find like a good Airbnb for us to stay in.
Oh yeah, Google Travel Holidays.
Google Travel Holidays.
Yeah.
We need to do that shit. Barcelona for a week for 40 quid.
Yeah.
Can't argue. It's a 4-star.
If anyone hasn't seen, just Google Travel.
I feel like we need
Great
to be
holidays.
like sponsored by Google Travel.
Yeah, we need to email them and be like, "Oi,
Sponsor
Sponsor us.
podcast.
yeah, sponsor us, please.
Sponsor the podcast.
Give us £100 a month." Thanks.
I tell you what, though, guys. I don't
Go
know
on.
if anyone has been counting. I've been doing it mentally. We have just
Yes.
passed. We have just passed the 50-minute mark for season 2,
Ooh.
episode 1. So
So I think it is that time to
I think it is time for
get to the
Joe,
end.
for Joe to get to the bottom of this conundrum,
Mhm.
riddles, answering.
So the way we're gonna do this, if you're in our Discord, just DM me your answers. But if you're not in the Discord, if you're on Instagram or anything like that, put it in the comments. But if you're just on Twitch, put your answers in Twitch now. We'll give everyone 2 minutes to put their answers to the conundrum and the riddle, and then we are gonna say the correct answers at the end, and then obviously we'll tally them up at the end. No cheating. Don't wait for other people if you don't know it. Don't wait for people to put it down and then be like, "Oh, it could be that." You know, be honest with yourselves because I can smell liars.
Yeah, don't be nicking anybody else's answers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dirty
I mean-
scumbags.
to be honest, I mean, your neighbour could smell liars. To be honest,
Well, yeah, he's got a big fucking nose, hasn't
I tell you what, Joe, just speak a bit louder and see if he's got an answer for it. Ask the conundrum again, but at full volume, whatever acoustically you was laughing.
he? But yeah, guys,
What?
if you're in the Discord, just DM either me, Chef, or Josh your
Bang on the
answers
wall.
Mhm.
to the conundrum and the riddle, and I will reveal the answer to the conundrum
Yeah,
and the
we
riddle
do.
very
We
shortly.
do currently have 7 people in chat. I'd like to see 7 answers.
Well, one of them might have been me. So do I get a
Oh,
prize
yeah.
if I win?
Nope.
Shit.
Shit.
Nope.
So we've got an answer from Dave in the chat. Dave, do you know the answer to the riddle? as well?
Riddle.
Do we ask him the riddle?
We did we?
No.
Call him a poos. God.
Dave, what gets
RJ says that all the time.
you little mighty cock? What gets wetter the more it dries, mate? Do you have any idea? I need to start learning Afrikaans again. I miss speaking to Willem.
Well, the answer from Jade Kitsune has come through, so we do have her answers.
Was it right or wrong?
Both right. Both right.
Ooh, we might need to make these a bit harder.
Yeah.
I was thinking lick pits would be a bit hard.
Lick pits.
Right, my next one is going to be I bum pets. I'm telling you right now, I bum pets. And,
Right.
And then I'll think of a conundrum afterwards.
Well, we've given everyone enough time, so it is now time to reveal the answers. So, the answer to the conundrum was indeed lipstick. So, whoever got lipstick, you are correct on that one. And the answer to the riddle
Nice.
was a towel. What gets wetter the more it dries is a towel.
That's how.
Yeah.
No, that one.
So, there you go, guys.
Yeah.
That is the answers to the riddle and conundrum round.
Get it around your mouth, lipstick. Yeah, that's a good one. Fair
And
enough.
when I come to do the YouTube video, we will have a little edit like we did with season 1 with the history corner. It is all in motion. So
We came up with a
Great
great
job, guys,
idea.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fucking stupid. It was done in 30 seconds, and it was a great take.
Yeah.
We need to fill Chef in on it and get him to do some as well.
Oh god.
no.
But I mean, we are obviously at that time.
Sure.
And
Yep.
we don't have history corner, which is a bit weird at ending this episode. Has anyone got anything they'd like to say to any of the fans, any of the viewers, or to any of ourselves?
I just want to say, guys, thanks for everyone who stuck with us through season 1 and have come back to season 2. Is sounds a bit corny and gay, and obviously we are far from gay. We don't like gays, but we
you're
include
the
them.
only one without a girlfriend.
Fuck's sake, we are far from gay. We're straight.
Among us imposter noise.
Straight.
Or vegans, like Dave said. Yeah, fuck them and all. But I just want to say big thanks to everyone who does come back and watch season 2. It does mean a lot to us all, and obviously with your support, we can hopefully get affiliate soon. That is our goal.
One day.
Yeah, fuck vegans as well. Good shout. We forgot about them.
So
fuck them as well.
But that's all I've got to say. So if any of you guys got me, we'll end it there after that.
Yeah. All I'm saying is Joe's that straight he eats pasta raw because then it's not like non-straight. It's not like wobbly.
Yeah.